Hello children, through this video we are going to learn about parallel combination of resistors. How resistors are connected in parallel. Just observe the circuit diagram and learn how to draw a parallel combination of resistors. See, here I am taking three resistors. This is a symbol of resistor. R1, take another resistor, keep parallel to the first resistor. This is R2, and take third resistor, place parallel to the resistor R1 as well as R2. Arrange the resistor initially parallelly one to the other. Now, what is this? These are the first terminals of the resistors R1, R2 and R3. Yes, and give the names as K, L, M. K, L, M are the first terminals of the resistors R1, R2 as well as R3. Other ends of the resistors are called second terminals of the resistor. Give the names as K dash, L dash and M dash. Naming is our wish. Any names we can give to the terminals. Here K, L and M are the first terminals of the resistors R2, R1 and R3. K dash, L dash and M dash are the second terminals of the resistors R2, R1 and R3. These are the three resistors are placed parallel to each other. Now we need to connect and we need to make a circuit. Now join all first terminal to one point and all second terminals to another point. Give these names as P and Q. All first terminals of the three resistors are connected to or joined to a point P. All second terminals of the resistors are joined at a point Q. Now, make the circuit by connecting it to the ammeter. It is an instrument which is used to draw the current in the circuit, connected to a battery, and this is a positive terminal and this is a negative terminal, and a switch key. These all to be connected in series, and at end join the second terminal to this through the key as well as a battery. Now, in order to find the potential difference, we need to connect the voltmeter parallel to all the resistors R1, R2 and R3, where voltmeter is used to find the potential difference that developed in the circuit. Now, this are positive terminal of a voltmeter to be connected to the positive terminal of a battery. Negative terminal of the voltmeter to be connected to negative terminal of a battery, and ammeter. Positive terminal towards the positive terminal of the battery, negative terminal towards the negative terminal of the battery. Now, the direction of the flow of current. The conventional direction of flow of current is from positive terminal to the negative terminal. When you are drawing the direction of the current, you need to show the direction of the current to all the resistors R1, R2 as well as R3. Now, this is a circuit diagram that representing how to connect the resistors in parallel, and this is a circuit diagram of parallel combination of resistors. Now, Now, this is an activity to prove potential difference across parallel combination of resistors of a circuit remains constant. Means the potential difference, that is the potential difference, the value remains constant throughout the circuit. That we are proving through this activity. In order to that, first here we need to consider parallel combination of resistors of a circuit R1, R2 and R3. Just now you have learned how to connect the resistors in parallel. Now here this is a circuit diagram with the voltmeter parallel to the resistors R1, R2 as well as R3 commonly. If we connect the voltmeter individually to the resistors R1, R2 and R3, what is the potential drop that developed in the circuit we are observing? So initially, now we connect the voltmeter across R1. Now this voltmeter is measuring the potential drop across the resistor R1 only. Now switch on the circuit and let the current flow through the circuit and find out the potential difference that developed and that shown by the voltmeter. Record the values in the table. Now we connected the voltmeter across the resistor R1. Now the position of the voltmeter across resistor R1. Now when you switch on the circuit, the value of potential difference that recorded, suppose it is of V. Now reconnect the voltmeter from the resistor R1. You connect across the resistor R2 and find the potential drop that develops across the resistor R2. Now record the value of voltmeter in the table. Second one, where we have placed the voltmeter across resistor R2. The potential drop and potential difference again comes to be same. Suppose the potential difference across a resistor R1, if it is of 2 volts, when it is connected across a resistor R2 also comes to be 2 volts only. That is, the potential difference remains same wherever you connect the voltmeter across any one of the resistor. Now connect the voltmeter across the resistor R3 and switch on the circuit, close the circuit, let the current flow through the circuit and find the potential drop that developed across R3. Again we come to know that the potential difference and voltage that developed across the resistor R3 is again the same, that is V. So through this activity, what we confirm that the potential difference that is developed across the resistor R1, R2 and R3 remains constant. Therefore, the potential difference through the resistors of the circuit when it is connected in parallel remains same. Now, equivalent resistance of parallel combination of resistors. If resistors are connected in parallel, what is the equivalent resistance? means what is the effective resistance, total resistance that offered when resistors are connected in parallel. And just now we come to know that the potential difference across the resistors remains constant when resistors are connected in parallel. Means that current I is varying. So there are three resistors, R1, R2 and R3. Now the current that flowing through the resistor R1 is I1, through the resistor R2 is I2 and through the resistor R3 is I3. There is a variation in the flow of current when resistors are connected in parallel, and the potential difference V remains same. That is the potential difference that developed across R1 is V, and R2 is also V, R3 is also V. Why? Because potential difference remains same. Now, so what is the total current that developed in this circuit? Suppose if it is of I, which is a result of the current that flowing through the resistor R1, R2 and R3. That is I1, I2, I3 are the current flowing through the resistors R1, R2 and R3 when connected, when resistors are connected in parallel. Now, from Ohm's law, what is the relation between V and Vi and R? That is potential difference V equal to I into R. And transform the formula I equal to V by R. If it is of I1 is equal to V1 by R1, but here V1 is nothing but V by R1. Next, I2 equal to V by R2. I3 is equal to V by R3. Now, substitute the values here. What is current I? I is V by R. That equal to I1 V by R1 plus I2 V by R2 plus I3 V V3 by R3. Here V2, V3 and V all are equal, so you take it as V only. Now take V common on the right hand side. V by R is equal to, take V common. So now 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now V and V of the same value on both sides of left and right is cancelled each other. So what is the resultant formula here? 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is the equivalent resistance of the resistors when it is connected in parallel. Once again, 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3.